Well, welcome back to the channel, everybody. I've been going through my man cave and I found a load of Meccano, and also I found a mamod Meccano steam engine. So I thought the idea would be a little project I'm going to do. I'm going to see if I can make a gauge 1 steam engine out of Meccano and see if it'll go around the track. I'm hoping I can get it to go. It all depends on the gearing as well on it, but I've done some brackets on the chassis and some brackets here for the gears. The first thing I'm going to do is put some gears on there, on the shaft. I want a bit of play there, so I'll put that back there. A little bit of play like that. Just put that one over there. I found this gear. I'm hoping this might be the correct gearing, but it's all trial and error at the moment. No idea if it's going to run along the track. I remember the Sutton Model Engineering Club in Sutton, Surrey. They got a gauge 1 track there, so if I can get this to work, it'd be great, but never know. I'll put this through here. Like so. Right, that's the first step I've done, so that's geared. Next step I want to do is I want to put a chain cog on here. It's going to come down to the wheels underneath here. I'm going to have a chain drive to the wheels coming back up, and in the front I'm going to have one axle that can free move to go around the track. Yeah, the wheel's going to be inside the chassis. Hopefully it's 45mm, I think gauge 1 is, so I'll get that sorted. But the next step is I've got to order some cogs and some chain. Right, well I managed to get some sprockets. I've got some chain. It's come apart. And I've got some flange wheels, got some spacers. Yeah, I put some plates on the bottom of the chassis rails here for the axles to go through. Also I made the front ones here, if that's the front or the back, so it can rotate to go around the track, follow the curvature of the track. Right, so I've got the chain connected up now. Get one sprocket through here. A bit fiddly this is, I think. I need to put a couple of washers behind there, like so. I need to put 2 of these spacers in there. Flange wheel, like that. Another flange wheel. Two spacers. And 2 washers, like so. I made a little bit of doweling here, 45mm apart, and I think when I get that adjusted, hopefully that'll be the right size apart for gauge 1. So next I'll do the next one. A bit fiddly, get into there. 2 of these. A wheel on there. Next wheel on there. 2 of those. Fiddly. Couple of washers. Like so. Put the chain on, this is going to be the fiddly bit. Like so, I'm going to have to get these out a little bit. Hook that on like that. You push that back into there. Into there. Right, and I'll get that back into there. I need a little bit of a play on it. Nip it up just gently. Just nip it up just for now. Back into there. There's everything here. Right. And there you have it. Drive to the wheels. It's pretty low geared, so it's not much pressure on there at all to spin that. That'll spin pretty fast, I reckon. If that's gearing, is going to be alright. Well, there you go. So that's that done. All I've got to do now is the front. Yeah, and I'm going to put some plates on there with some buffers I need to put on, and a coupler. So I'll get the front wheels on next. Right, there you go. I've got the front wheels back on. About right. I can adjust it nearer the time. Small ones on the front and big on the back. I think it sits more or less level. And there you go, it's driving along. I've got another sprocket that I might put in here to take the chain tension up. But at the moment it seems pretty good, the tension on this chain. Not much play on there at all really, so it might stretch a bit when it gets going. So yeah, next I'm going to do the end plates and the buffers, then it's ready to try. Right, the next thing I've got some buffers. I'm going to put some rubber spaces on them, and they go on the end plates there. One there and one on the back there. I've got some little couplers as well to go on. So that's the next thing I'm going to do. Also, I went to the Model Engineering Club and I found out the distance between the backs of the flanges there should be 42mm. I think it's actually 41.5. So I've got to get that more accurate, distancing on them gaps there. So we're getting there now. I just want to get this on, and then I think we're almost ready to try it out. So while I was waiting for the buffers and couplings to turn up, I thought I'd make a wagon out of Meccano. Again, I've got to set the distances of the wheels correctly. I have to do that. Got a Meccano coupler on the end there. And I've got these logs as well, so it went together quite well. Also, I made up a length of track here out of Meccano, just to try it in the garden. Yeah, so we'll see what happens with that. Just an experiment, but yeah, so coming together quite well. Right, so next thing I thought I'd do is set the wheels, the spacing of all the wheels. I found the dimensions at the club, so I know that it should be 40mm from back to back. It should be 41.5mm if I get it right. There. From the back to the top of the flange, it's within plus or minus 0.5 of a millimetre. Hard to set the gauge. Yeah. There. So that's pretty good, and then it's 45mm when it sits on the track. So I've done all the wheel spacing, so I'm pretty pleased with that. That all worked out really good. The next thing I did, I put the couplers on and the buffers on the loco. I'll just get the loco. So here's the buffers and the coupler, and it works out the correct height as well for the wagon. That's the other side. So I'm quite pleased with that. That's all done. It's ready to try out now. Well, there you go. I'm quite pleased with the end result of that. Pulled it quite well. Wasn't expecting it to be as good as it was. So even pulled with the log cabin. So the next thing I want to do is take it to the club circuit. The only thing is the height of it. There's a bridge on the club circuit. I'm not sure. I'll have to sort that out and see if it go underneath it. So yeah, that's the next video it's going to be. You should see it going around the circuit, hopefully. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that little video. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe, hit the like button, and I'll see you next time.